A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. Having to abandon his team and friends mid-campaign can be distressing to a player, even in his moment of validation. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and putting on a new uniform. A Triple-A manager welcomes a new arrival from Double-A. This prospect showed promise at the Double-A level. The organization is hopeful his progress will continue here.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the North. Stepping into the box, Rich Kessler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. 1-1-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll step off. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player. And
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Second inning coming up here at Blue. Into the box now, Agustin Pineda. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball one. In play to the right side of the infield. Knee high, he barehands it. What a play.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
In now, Mac Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Brock Stassi. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. Stepping up to the plate, Dan Meyer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Davis. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So striding forward now, Lloyd Anders. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air out towards left center. It gets down, and that'll be extra bases on their first hit of the game. He hit the corner and tries for third. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Ready now, Eduardo Ramirez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Down the first baseline. Cardenas ranges to his left. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. At the plate, Rich Kessler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Now at the plate, Sean McDonald.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Sean McDonald.
Takes a knee-high fastball. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Sharp ground ball to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Roll. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make you fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Hit in the air to shallow center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. McDonald is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Brock Stassi comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Rocket to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Tapped out in front of home. A tag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in, Lloyd Anders. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Into the box, Eduardo Ramirez.
Leading off for Rochester.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Eduardo.
To the right. Cardenas charging this one, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in once again, Rich Kessler. He singled his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Rich Kessler becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th.
No, that missed. That's
A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. David Song enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Red Wings slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Felix Jorge earns his first win of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more...
season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Minor League Baseball is live. Now at the plate, Darren Lyons. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Third baseman, Jim Daniels.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, and now let's see. In time as he just gets the tag down. 1 out, nobody on. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. From the stretch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. This year against right-handed pitching, Mota carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, one to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And now 3 consecutive hits here in the top of inning number 1, and these hometown fans are starting to wonder what's happening out there.
Batting fourth,
the catcher Derek Norris is in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First baseline. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Dixon Machado digs in. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Ramirez is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So digging in now, Andy Dunlap. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
0-1, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
1 strike.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Coming to the plate now, Tino Velasco. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that one right down Main Street. And it's 1-2. Dunlap over at second. Montero at first with no outs. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit down the line at first.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santander waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score.
He's coming, relay 3.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Stepping in, Jim Daniel, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Seared down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there.
Straight
We've
up.
gotten the timing down on that second one.
A bouncer up the middle, fielded by Sardinas. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs. So striding in, Johnny Mota. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
3-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. Tapper up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Mota gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. No one out with a runner at second. Popped him up. And that's a fair ball.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky. It's a nice AB.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Relay.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. Now in the box, Francis Montero. He singled his last time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
First and second now, one man out. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Tino Velasco. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in, Jacoby Jones. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Cardenas is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Striding in, Darren Lyons. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jim Daniel.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
This is pulled into right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Cut hold.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Hit on the ground is short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
David Song answers the call from the...
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's final.
Good job right there.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Norfolk Tides and the Charlotte Knights. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Carson Fulmer, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, guys, huge win in their last game. Kind of stopped the bleeding moment for this team. Let's see if they can continue that stretch today, because they've been struggling recently.
And another foul ball. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this seals a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this team just does not drive the baseball. Last in slugging percentage. You can chalk a little bit of it up to their ballpark, but the bottom line is this will eventually catch up with them. They have to work better counts and at least try to create some havoc offensively.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Adrian Ramirez becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball. Now to the plate, Manny Ramirez, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Into the box now, Todd Callaway, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Todd Callaway.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. Stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Jim Arthur is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. At the plate, Diego Pinheiro. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
The 0-2 once more. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Cut! Hold it!
The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits. Digging in, James Vincent. He reached on a single in his first try.
James Vincent.
Bounce it to the left side. Sardinius is there. And that's the first out. Stepping in, Justin Wilkins. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. He started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Striding into the box, Adrian Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Albert Alfonso. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And there's 1 away. So coming to the plate, Manny Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
First baseman, number 4, Todd Callaway.
Stepping in now, Todd Callaway, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First time up, he went down looking. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
2.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Struck him out.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game, and he'll get in there safely.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Fouled away. Pinheiro on third with 2 out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 3. Ready for another shot now, James Vincent. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Sardinius towards second. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. At the plate, Justin Wilkins. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Hit hard towards center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Wilkins rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner is in from second. Ramirez takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Into the box now, Albert Alfonso. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A minor league coach beckons a recently struggling pitcher to rise to the challenge of a postseason push. To come through now when his contribution is most needed would make a strong statement to the team brass.
Good job.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
AAA baseball. Now at the plate, Horace Simone. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one.
1-1-1.
Come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
To 2-2 now. Count remains 2-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer and the inning is over. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brock Diaz, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Now at the plate, Jace Peterson trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pyle is there. And the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man. Now batting, James Whiters, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Ready for another chance, Horace Simone. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit to 3rd. Davis comes up with it. Throw gets him 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Amaya. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Low for ball 1.
I know you're standing on the mound and you got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate, he has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey.
3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Left side, reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends. Standing in, Brock Diaz. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Calzado is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping up now, Steve Fisher. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues to hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
And he lays off there 1-0. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. That evens it up 1-1. Peterson, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
The 1-2.
Straight up, straight
Popped
up.
him up. Zamora has a play. 2 gone. Settling in now, Shane Robinson. First time up, he went down looking.
Shane Robinson.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in now, Eric Kratz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the pitch.
Eric Kratz.
Popped high in the air. Sardinius over to his left. He's got it 1 away. Standing in, James Whiters. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
James Whiters.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's the second out. Ready once again, Horace Simone. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
It was a walk in his last trip. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Simone leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Right side. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Striding in once again, Ronald Torreyes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Hit down the third baseline. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ready with another 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 one more time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Steve Fisher will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this year. Jimmy Yacobonis will come on in.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Norfolk Tides rode an important sixth inning to victory.
This AAA prospect, who had been generating some buzz, has gone cold of late. Once a player catches the public's eye, little he does, good or bad, will go unnoticed.